welcome to GemIIToys. Here we are with a comparison of the classic Superman from 1977. Many childhood memories for many of you, as well as the most recent Superman, Man of Steel, Henry Cavill, Christopher Reeve. Now, these two, I thought it'd be interesting to see them side by side. I know it's not a fair comparison. We're looking at two complete different times, 40 years apart. But I thought it'd be interesting. Also, we have the extra head that came with the Justice League Henry Cavill version. The eyes lit version, or eye beaming version, as well as a head I picked up on a website here called Yahoo Auction. Some of you may know in Japan. This head sculpt still really holds well. As you can see, head sculpt still looks really nice. The suit is way outdated. That's not Hot Toys' fault. It's just a change in times. Different fashion. However, I do think if Hot Toys were to re-release this figure, it would look better. I think the body could definitely be improved. The body of the figure, that is. This guy, in terms of body, it's pretty amazing to look at. Now, comparing head sculpts, very nice head sculpt. Something about this one, maybe it's my childhood, maybe the face of Christopher Reeve is just easier to sculpt up, but I still kind of prefer it in a sense. I just like that curly hair in the front. It's very symbolic of Superman. I almost wish they would have done that with this figure. I mean, don't get me wrong, this figure still looks great. I love the head sculpt. Here we have all four heads together. Christopher Reeve, BVS version knockoff, which it's actually really well painted. It's not far from the original BVS version. As you can see, the Justice League version is quite more pale. Very, very similar head sculpts. Better paint job, more pale, and the hair looks just more defined. But once again, we're talking, it's not an original head, so sorry I don't have the original head to compare it, but there's comparison videos out there showing it. And the angry version, bigger head, as you can see. Here I have the BVS head on the Justice League version body. Doesn't look bad, but the tone in the face is, you can't see it there, but maybe here you can. Much darker. Here's an interesting experiment just for giggles. Henry Cavill in the classic suit. And BVS head on Justice League suit. This doesn't look all that bad. It's a little bizarre though. And here's something interesting as well. Christopher Reeve dressed as the Man of Steel from Justice League. I just have the head resting on there. I can't fully fit it on there. That's the best I could do. It just kind of gives you an idea of what that would look like. Pretty interesting. This is something I would totally display this way. Just unfortunately that head doesn't quite fit. This head would have to be modified and it needs to be a little more wide. The neck is too big or too wide to fit this head fully. So that's why he's looking so giraffe necked. But an interesting display option for sure. Looks great, I think. He's wondering what's going on. He's shocked. Classic Henry Cavill. Latest Christopher Reeve and the Batfleck. These kind of look good together. Yeah, there's something, you know, this head sculpt really fits in terms of pegging it on. You can definitely display it this way. I don't know who would be interested in doing this. It just looks like Henry Cavill got sick. He hasn't been eating for a long time. I'm a little worried about him. But interesting to look at. This really looks good to me. Because I love this head sculpt. I love the look of Christopher Reeve. And I love this body, the way it looks. That's pretty badass. I may try to pick up a head of Christopher Reeve. Zoom in a little bit. I may try to pick up a head of Christopher Reeve and modify the opening of the head just to make it a little wider so it will fit this neck, and display him like this for a while because I like it. But for now he's gonna keep the Henry Cavill head in the display for sure. That would be an optional display. Like I said before, I do have this head here that I got off a Yahoo auction, and they do have also a knockoff Christopher Reeve head that looks really good. It looks pretty much exactly the same. I mean, this head, look at it, but the paint job is pretty good, as you can see here. I'm not trying to promote bootlegs, but it's really nice. Just for optional stuff. I like having extra heads for changing the displays. I was using this on a Perseus figure because I thought the character of Perseus would look cool with Henry Cavill's face. But this could be very well used as a Witcher or any other character Henry Cavill plays down the line. But it doesn't look quite as good as the Hot Toys, especially Hot Toys recent Henry Cavill. The paint job just looks so much superior on the The paleness is just more realistic. And with this shot, I thought I would close this video. Back to normal here. I gotta say, after having them for a few days and just kind of processing my thoughts about the figure, I really gotta say I love this figure. It's great. The brightness of the suit. The cape is a little more stiff, but it's also a little more short. I remember the BVS version was a softer material and it draped better. But this one is shorter, so I think it looks fine. It doesn't drape as nice, but looks good to me because it is shorter. Perfect length, I would say. So with that said, enjoy the path of collecting. Catch you guys next time.